Hello, I'm Brentan, and I'm going to lead us through some sun salutations today. So you can use this practice as a standalone practice, or you can use it as a warm-up to any of our other videos, or just playing around with your own poses at home, because that's the joy of having a body to move. So when you're ready, we'll get started at the top of our yoga mat in Tadasana. Let your first Tadasana be feet hip-width distance apart. Ground down into the floor and squeeze all the way up your body and start to decompress your skeleton. So that's one of the first things we want to look at when we get here is like, how can I stretch my body away from the floor as if gravity were helping me find space instead of smushing me down? Set your shoulders back, set your ears back, and let's take 3 cleansing breaths. But as we do that today, let's float the arms up with the inhale and down with the exhale. So inhale, arms up overhead or out like wings, or any way that makes you feel good. And then exhale out to the side or down through the heart, you decide. And just getting a little movement. Inhale. And exhale, open. One more. And on this exhale, let's fold. So in our first forward fold today, widen the feet. You can turn the toes in if that feels good. And then relax. Give about 3 inches of a bend to the knee. And then let your upper body wave over your lower body. Now you should already be doing your Ujjayi breath. So that's in and out through the nose. And you use your throat to control the amount of air that you intake. And also you'll notice that the Ujjayi controls heat. It starts heating up the air as it pulls into the throat. And as you control the exhale, it keeps the heat intact. So start sending the heat of the breath to all of the muscles in the back of the leg. You should feel the hamstring get warm all the way around it. And just get the upper body heavier with gravity. This time let gravity find space of the spine down to the floor. And from here, with feet nice and grounded, heel toe the second toes forward, right underneath the hips. And in and out with the breath, halfway lifts. Inhale forward, shoulders integrate, core ignites. And exhale, fold. And these lifts can change over time, as in like how high you lift and what the legs are doing here. So just try slow, even movements where the beginning, middle, and end of movement lines exactly up with the beginning, middle, and end of breath. Don't leave any space to develop an opinion about your movement or a judgment of it. Just keep enough of your attention that you can actually pay attention to what's going on in your body, but you drop your interpretation of it and your judgments of it. From here, downward facing dog, hands plant, stretch back. Bear weight on the hands, push the fingers down and forward, hike the sitting bones way up, stretch the heels down. And from here, let's take 3 roll-throughs to plank. So inhale, lift the heels, zip your belly to your spine, and wave forward, high plank. Set your down where the pelvis is at the same height as the shoulders, no lower. And then exhale, move back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, drag your belly in and forward, high plank. Exhale, downward facing. Taking one more. And let's warm up on a slow Caturanga today. So this one, lower the knees down to the floor. Root your fingers more than your wrists and bend your elbows an inch. As you bend them, wrap them back towards the back plane of your yoga mat and stretch your heart forward beyond your fingertips. Soften into the shoulders, lengthen the skull forward. Take a big inhale and exhale, lower down to the point that you can without collapse. Shoulder blades on the back, relax your pelvis. Tops of the feet down, even relax your head a little bit left to right, let go of the muscles of the back of the neck. Okay, and let's set up for Schellenbach. So slide your hands back, and now they can be hugged in at your sides, or if your shoulders feel good, interlock them behind you, and then just relax for a little bit. Stretch your legs back, fan the toenails open, root the fourth and fifth ones down, spread them a lot so the thighs get really strong. And now inhale, anchor the tailbone back just slightly so you can breathe into your low back. Take a big exhale here. Inhale, fill up, and start to lift the chest away from the floor. Schellenbach, locust pose. And now ground your toes, stretch them back, anchor the fourth and fifth ones down, pull the abdomen up with the spine. Press the back of your heart forward, and lift your hands away from your buttocks. Keep stretching back, back, back. Look up even now, and exhale, fold. Just give yourself a moment to relax here. That should always feel good. And from here, take the hands right underneath your elbows. Tuck the toes under, look forward in fact, and then hug your upper body into Caturanga, so into low plank. Take the legs back, tuck the toes, lift the knees by squeezing your thighs. Now squeeze abdomen and press all the way up, high plank and downward facing. Take a big inhale breath. And on the exhale, you can walk the feet all the way forward, or if you're working with a hop in your practice, I would even recommend hopping a few times before coming through. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again. And exhale, stand upright. Inhale, wave the arms up, lift all the way up through the spine, breathe in. And exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Drop your feet to the floor and inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands right underneath shoulders. Let's step back 1 foot at a time for plank. Be with the transition the whole time. Get your pelvis as lifted as your shoulders. Root back through your heels. Wave your heart forward. Even look forward slightly with the chin. So it's almost like your upper back goes to back bend, but your core keeps it strong. Take a big inhale. And exhale, float down, Chaturanga. Here we go. Elbows bend back. You can do the first one if you want. Release the pelvis. Release the tops of the feet. Stretch your legs back. Ground your fourth and fifth toenails. Root into the ground. And stretch your legs back like your legs are being kind of drawn from their sockets a little bit. And then from here, slide your hands back. Pull your sternum up with you as you use your back muscles, baby cobra. So you just ripple the heart up. You can ground the fingers, but not the wrists. Take the elbows in, the shoulders in. Pull your skull back. And now gently roll on up. Chest stays forward. Root down. The pelvis might lift as the arm bones go straight. You might pull the throat back and look up. And then exhale, core plank. Draw your belly to the pelvis, to the spine. Downward facing dog. Tilt the sitting bones way up. Take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale, release through the mouth. Another big inhale to prepare to come forward. And then exhale, you can take your time walking. And if you're hopping, 2 or 3 hops. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway again. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, wave the arms, root the feet, breathe in. Exhale, hands together at the heart. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Ground your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. So notice that we've done 2 versions of Chaturanga already. We did one with knees down, and we did another one of low plank to pelvis down. So please do either one of those. If you're working towards upward facing dog today, we'll all take an inhale in our planks. Exhale, Chaturanga. If you're going to upward facing dog, pause in low plank. You can do it. And then root the fingers and curl up. Exhale, come on back, downward facing. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, walk or spend a few hops hopping forward. So if you're already in the part where you're hopping, start training your arms for taking arm balances and inversions. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. This time, step the feet a little bit wider and turn the toes in. And then from here, take the hands to the low back. If you're tighter in the shoulders, you might stay here with the fingers pointing up, and then you might just squeeze the upper arms toward each other. Those of you who can take the bind can interlock the fingers here, drag the shoulder blades together on the back, keep the elbows micro bent as you take the bind to the sky and overhead. Just let gravity do your work here as you let go of the back of the neck and the chin together. Now we can take a twist. So if you're wider apart, take your feet back to hip width distance. We could just bend into the left knee, keep the arms squeezing toward each other as you twist the left armpit into the crook of the left knee. Relax the head, and just take a look up over your right shoulder to the ceiling. And then you can take the other side. So straightening the left leg, turning the bind over. And so we're just giving a nice good stretch to the shoulders as we warm up. Come back through center. Release the hands, maybe to the low back. If you're in your bind, sprinkle them down to the floor. Inhale, stretch the heart forward halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, push all the way up. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, ground the hands. Inhale, the arms reach all the way up. Full breath in, decompress your skeleton. And on the exhale, keep that decompression. Can you feel all of it as you come back down? You gotta go slowly in order to feel it. Inhale, halfway lift. And this time, exhale, step back to plank pose and take any version of our vinyasa that we've been taking. Or if you've been following along with the Chaturanga progressions, then ground your hands, take your feet towards each other. And then we're gonna lean the heart forward, soften at the elbows, and just take the legs back to a low plank, our low Chaturanga. So when you're ready, you just pop back, hold it, look forward, come on up. So it's any back bend shape, not just the one that's being shown in the video, but anything that feels good. Drag your hands back, look up even, and then exhale, draw your belly to your spine, transition up and back through downward facing dog. Now from here, you should feel pretty warmed up. So this is the time to go take your practice into another video or into something that you're working on just by yourself because you're already an intelligent mover without a video. And if you're just using this as a standalone practice, take a short little Shavasana. That's the best part. So thanks for joining. Again, I'm Brentan, and these were your warming sun salutations.